Making a Giant Pumpkin by S. Leonard Bastin. Coffee Break Collection 33. Gardening. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Making a Giant Pumpkin. To grow something bigger than has ever been produced before seems to be the ambition of the average gardener. A large flower, a huge fruit, or a particularly corpulent vegetable is certain to catch the eye of those impartial gentlemen who act as judges at the show, and a first prize label is affixed to the exhibit. Now, if you want to stagger the horticultural world, you cannot do better than follow the advice given in this article, by means of which a pumpkin of colossal proportions may be grown. The experiment is a most fascinating one, as the writer can testify. Pumpkin plants are, of course, raised from seed each year. Garden books say that the best plan is to sow the seed separately in small pots in April. A certain amount of heat is needed, and if this is not available, the seeds might be raised for one by a professional gardener. The plants will be ready for putting out of doors when there is no further fear of frost, say towards the end of May. A raised bed of rich soil is desirable, and a sunny position should be chosen. With the coming of the warm days the pumpkin plants will start to grow very rapidly, and it will not be long before they are in flower. As the fruit sets, plenty of water should be supplied if the weather is dry, and everything needful done to secure a free growth. When the pumpkins have grown to about the size of one's fist, a healthy fruit may be taken in hand. To get very large examples, it is a good plan to allow only 2 pumpkins to each plant. All the rest should be prevented from growing by nipping them off as soon as they appear. Now prepare a strong sugar solution. This is quite easily done by heating some water just to the point at which the sugar will dissolve. Put the sugar in until the water begins to thicken, but do not boil the mixture or it will become syrupy. When you think you have secured a really strong solution, place this aside in a jar to cool. The next thing is to get some round lamp wick, or any thick lengths of cotton substance would answer the purpose as well. The sugar solution must now be put into 1 or more jars, and these are grouped into convenient positions round the pumpkin. Now cut up the cotton wick, or whatever the material may be, into lengths which will reach from the stalk of the pumpkin to the sugar mixture in the jars. With a penknife bore a hole into the flesh of the stalk, just large enough to take one end of the wick. When this is inserted, the other end must be immersed in the sugar solution. You will thus have a complete connection between the stalks of the pumpkin and the sugar solution. As has been indicated, 2 or even more jars may be placed round the pumpkin, and from each a connection can be made. Naturally the stem of the fruit should not be cut about too much, as this might affect the well-being of the gourd. Some idea of the manner of carrying out the plan may be gathered from a glance at the photographs on the preceding page. Given a spell of nice warm weather, you will receive a daily shock when you go out into the garden to see how the pumpkins are getting on. The rate of growth is simply astonishing, and this is, of course, chiefly due to the fact that the pumpkins are sucking up the sugar solution as fast as they can through the cotton wicks. Now and again it is a good plan to stir the mixture in the jars, and, of course, the ends of the wicks must always be immersed. As the solution disappears, fresh sugar and water must be added. Meanwhile, the pumpkins go on growing until they become positively colossal. Indeed, within certain limits, it is difficult to say how large a pumpkin might not become under this treatment. End of Making a Giant Pumpkin